Alright, so I'm here now. I was away for a little bit. I was focused on playing, Marvel Rivals. Um, that's why I sort of stopped playing this. I was really trying to get the competitive skin for last or season 0 on that game, but that didn't happen. So we're once again back to playing this game. Last time we were here together, um, what's the main character? It's Clive. That's his name. I don't have a subscription button, unfortunately. It's just a follow right now. Like I was saying, Clive met up with the king of, what was it? Waloed? Maybe soon. Who knows? Probably not. But yeah, he met up with the king of Waloed, and he basically got just he got what's that word? No, Clive, not Clyde. Clive. Was what is that term again? I'm his ankles got broken, basically, metaphorically. Like the king guy just wiped the floor with Clive. Not didn't even try. All he did was like use a little sword. Clive got all angry, went at him. It didn't end well. Like it ended up so bad that he got sliced up and he was knocked out for a few days. Um, Jill turned into Shiva and tried to stop, I guess, or delay the pursuing king guy. And I guess she got captured. And so now we look up back at the hideout. Um, Everybody else is somewhat okay. And yeah, that's where we left off. We were just waking up. Surprised I remember all of that. Yes, we had woken up, and did I accept any side mission? Hmm. This is from way back. Oh, right here says, reunited with his companions, Clive learns of the peril the free cities face. Enlisting the help of Jill and his brothers, they set out into the sprawling metropolis to locate and rescue survivors. Uh, but just to let y'all know, they rescued absolutely nobody that was a civilian. Like, everybody died. Like, it went not good. Like, it went pretty bad, honestly. Fortunately, Mid, I think, was able to finish the Enterprise. Oh, almost. Enterprise is but a final piece from completion. Unfortunately, not even Mid knows what that piece might be. Though she hazards her father did, Clive returns to the hideaway to trace footsteps of a friend. Listen, Sid had a daughter and he named her, what was it? Middle? Mididol. And that's her. So, it's just Mid for short. I'm really honestly trying to remember Sid's full name. It's not Citadel. Um, Hold on. It's gonna bother me if I don't remember his last name or his first name. Does she? I mean, I guess yeah, she does look a little bit, just a little bit though, not a whole bunch.
Help. I know my letters.
Good morrow to you, my friend. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Gotta update this guy 1 second.
You wish to study the tomes?
Okay. Um, Sidalphus. That's what his first name is. Telamon. And then Miradel Telamon. She's very smart. Okay. Like, super smart. This is the guy that I was telling you about. That is the dominant of Odin. It did not go well. We fought this guy right before we met him, and we were able to kill him. Like, easy-ish. But when he showed up, like, it was over. Like it was just not good.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Alright.
Oh, that blasted book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Okay.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
Let me just pick
I'm
up these
all the
side
cook
quests.
We'll be needing. Thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces
Oh
myself.
shoot.
Had a
Another
peek at the book and
masterpiece?
gave it a go, but, well.
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
You threatening me?
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates.
She could have done that herself. He's like right up the stairs back
If
there.
he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Last time I did a quest for one of the cooks, that cook specifically back there with the guy cook back there with the blondish brownish hair. He made this one stew that if anybody's eating it,
Those imps are going to break.
this guy, right?
Ivan's newest dish is a masterpiece. Once you get over the urge to gag, that is.
Like, apparently it was terrible, but like after you get past that, apparently it's like super good. So who knows?
What am I gonna do?
Is everything alright, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's alright. You can tell me.
What's going on?
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallymill Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that.
Oh, I didn't know what that was.
She's
I
from
thought
the chance
Leon
to
was just
climb
like
a July,
dancing or
but-
something. I didn't look
but
close
she'd
enough
never
to see he
do
was
business with
twerking.
baddies, especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
second and let me accept this last one over here, and then I'll continue the story. Probably.
Let me help.
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
I see.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
Okay. I mean, I might as well just get this over with. He's right there.
Lawsman Harpocrates, I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind.
Ah, Valisthea, a
Culinary Pilgrimage.
a
Classic.
One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have
Sandbrequois.
thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive.
Oh, see, that was easy.
Do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Okay.
Who's that sulking over there by the lift?
Said her name was Yote. A friend of Sid's, you think?
Lady Karen,
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
you're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait, what exactly are you getting at?
Oh.
Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care, but here you are today raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to
Why is he
raiders.
nervous?
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day. I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not.
Or we gotta go fix
People
that.
do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
Suppose it is.
It is.
Alright. We got the locations for those two. Listen, I know I said I was only gonna accept the quests, but I mean they're like right here, you know?
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
You'll get us all straight. I'm telling you, I can fix them.
Broke the scales, I see.
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Dismembered.
Just like Miss Middledore showed us.
Miss Midadol. And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Middledore said,
A ninja near.
best way I see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well, then your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Midadol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
With the arm first.
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers.
Fry
These aren't for
bangers.
frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
And then blasting the gear.
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Miradol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions.
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult.
Right, critical thinking.
So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
Okay, but what about the wheel?
That's
or
right.
the little,
We're
the little
Miss
cog
Miradol's
thing?
hairs.
Her hairs.
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
I
What do you
see.
think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Miradol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
The Ninjaneers?
It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Huh? Are they saying that I forgot about it? Hold on. I got to listen to
Didn't
this.
happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
I'm trying to think of where that wheel might go. Yeah, I don't know.
Let me help. I know my letters.
Well,
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or they dismantled them to see how they worked.
oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully, she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see.
Right, I see.
Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by
Push
events
them
in
into the
Canberra.
forge, yep.
Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room, and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else, it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Ah, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
I look that we finished that. Simple. And 700 ability points. Bad. One side quest over there. Two new side quests or side missions. Oh, never mind. There's a lot. 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven. I got a total of 7 side missions that I can do, but I think I'm gonna do them off stream as long as I'm able to. I'm gonna do main mission. Need to talk to Otto.
Cole said it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to Mid and the others?
They'll be fine as long as Sid is... Oh.
Sid is what? I'm right here.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with Akashic and the valleys are full of ether?
How indeed. My men and I lost an entire day avoiding a flood that wasn't there a fortnight ago.
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been Mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
And it looks like there's new bounty boards. Svarog, yep. I remember trying to fight him and he was like way, way stronger. Or not fight him, but I saw him. Very tough. Like, he almost killed me in one hit. I don't think I've seen this one yet. But yeah. Well, you know, I've never been down there before. Oh man, it would be crazy if they were actually able to get this, like, ship, like, off the water, like actually flying, because apparently that's what these used to do.
Master Sid, have you seen His Highness the Prince? We were to dine together, or so I was going to suggest, before he vanished, that is. I suppose now I'll just have to ask the Bard.
See, so she got dressed up and everything to try and talk to the prince. Actually reminds me, let me check what's going on.
See to my boils if Taya ain't around, eh?
Where is Tarya actually? I do not remember. That's Tarya's assistant though. Took one thing. I don't know why that sword was showing up like it was new.
Then everyone in Port Isolde's in danger.
Do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
You saw that work of devilry on the deck, didn't you? The second fall of man is nigh.
I see. There he's a mysterious man. Suspicious character.
Have you noticed there are more ether floods these days? Some say the skies are to blame, but then there were ether floods before all this, weren't there? Makes you wonder.
Alright, back to the main quest, sorry.
Will we ever see the sky again?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking.
We've had no word from Canva for days. Please tell me Mid is all right.
Alright.
I know this is your hideaway, but you really shouldn't be in here.
Excuse me?
If Mid caught you rifling through her research, she'd have your head. Then mine for letting you.
That leather loosener was only the first of the discoveries the Alembics gonna help us make. Just you wait, Sid. Just you wait!
Okay. I helped him make this thing earlier, like in a different mission. And by doing that, he did something to my potion, like, pouch or whatever, so now I can carry even more potions. Very, very useful.
What do we have here? Oh, Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
New searching.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
Mididol, I know you like your riddles, so I reckon you'll appreciate this one. Of all my invention, this one's the best. And so when choosing its place of rest, I recalled your opus, daughter dearest, and now it sleeps there in the first. I'm going to have to work on that last rhyme. Good luck.
Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
Alright, let's go speak to Otto.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone,
Little hops.
Did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are crawling with a Kashik in the valleys of
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken.
Right, he just...
Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope, nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons.
I see.
Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. There's something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Ooh, 500 ability points? I'm almost at 7,000. See, I'm saving up for whatever the next hour, which hopefully is Odin. What I get?
Just the two I was looking for.
Oh, there's the doctor.
Aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
Ah, yes. Even more side quests just opened up. I did see this one, the blacksmith one. Those are usually pretty important ones. So I will do that one.
Cole said it was an army of Akashic. What will happen to Mid and the others?
They'll be fine as long as Sid is...
All right, Clark. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough for that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
Worried about him. And you want my advice?
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
Yep, I'll speak to him.
I'd speak to him again. Well, I suppose there's no point leaving him to stew.
Right.
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then. You come along when you're ready.
Listen, I gotta do this one because we can't leave the blacksmith and metalsmith and forge master and whatever else he is down in the dumps because he's very vital to our operations here. Like, super important, apparently. Oops.
Bloody hell, Clive.
Not this again.
Ain't you got better things to do with your time?
That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd all rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them.
And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to understand?
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. That ring you flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Bastard's improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Oh, so it's his pride, I guess, is hurt.
Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride, and focus all your energies on the task at hand. Keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah?
Yeah,
and I'll make
sounds
sure
good.
Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
It's getting a little chilly, actually. It's gonna be. We'll do this one real quick and then, you know, continue the story. That way. Yeah.
Opportunity beckons. Who among you is bold enough to heed her call?
Nope, not me.
The free city's under siege.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. All right.
I don't want to deal with them right now, so I'm just gonna skip that. I guess I can deal with these guys. this is a big place.
Kicked out already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in without his say-so. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. You look like trouble. I
Excuse me?
suggest you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little prick. Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you asked so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us through.
All right. Just don't go starting anything with the chief.
As long as he don't start nothing with us.
I promise I won't throw the first punch. That good enough for you?
Right, exactly.
Go on then.
Much obliged.
Much obliged.
So this is Dravaged. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil. Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Zoltan.
Hey, you ain't backing out now, are you?
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge, then I'll cross it.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
He's saying Clive is good with people?
It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I left.
The forge on the hill.
Good luck. You'll be needing it.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole. The chief will think of something.
I have some things for sale. Farewell, traveller.
Hold on, I see something on the map. I guess I didn't see nothing on the map. I thought maybe there was like a hidden little chest or something back here. Oh, that's right. So these forges, I guess, are fired by like crystals. And since Clive and company destroyed the big mother crystal,
Papa come back yet?
like water crystals and the fire crystals haven't been, like, they haven't been able to use them. So I guess people are going through some tough times figuring out how to continue doing their craft without the help
Should be enough
of,
to last us a few moons, at least.
you know, without the help of crystals.
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is.
Huh?
Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out. Before things turn nasty.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere! These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless!
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off.
I see they don't treat
If you're struggling
bearers
to find your way out,
very
ask
nicely around here.
Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here. Neither are you.
All right. I'm going.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something. If this keeps up, we'll be ruined. It's no use. The flames just aren't hot enough.
I suppose we could try working copper instead. If we had the ore.
I thought I'd made myself clear. Piss off.
He's a nice guy, ain't he? Thinking this, they're being rude.
Mama, why hasn't Papa come back yet?
He's helping the chief with something very important. You go back inside now.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole. The Chief will think of something.
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which
What
is
do
what
you-
exactly?
Right, exactly.
If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. The burden of leadership our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces, this place is as good as dead.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive. Dravozd won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shed Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the rest. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it. This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing.
Right.
Dravost will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you, August?
All right then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin. I need leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Carava.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
Right.
Sid tried all sorts of leather to make those bellows, but salamander skin was the only kind that worked. Luckily for all our sakes, salamanders aren't too hard to find around these parts.
Easy enough.
Come on.
What is that thing? Oh, a bighorn. Let me go ahead and save.
Let's make this quick, shall we? Nice try. Nice try.
Forgot how to do that. My bad. Very easy. Look at that, salamander skin and dragon talon.
I dare say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows. Let's go.
Yeah!
Oops. So I only have, or well, I guess let me start with saying I'm eating this like mango candy thing as like little chili powder on the inside. They're really good. Unfortunately, I only have one more left. And last time we went to Five Below, they didn't have any of them. So hoping next time we go they have some. You want the last one? Before I eat
What's this all about then?
Dunno. Some kind of new invention.
Good news, Clive. When I told people we'd be building them a new furnace, they were practically falling over themselves to help. Talk about changing their tune, eh?
Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
This should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louds to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means, don't you?
I do, yeah. Dravozd is saved.
Sorry about earlier.
Look who it is.
I take back everything I said. That thing you built us is an honest to God's marvel. You've saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pet Cole's cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the Anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravozd needed. But he took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Okay. Prideful.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time.
Yeah.
Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done.
So would I.
I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him. He's still explaining the ins and outs of the new forge, so I doubt we'll be going anywhere for a bit. No sense you waiting around anyway.
Don't go thinking those cinders mean I've forgiven Blackthorn. Because I haven't, and I won't. But knowing how much they improve my work, I can only imagine what they'll do for him.
What about the bears back here, though? Are they okay now? No, they don't look too good.
Gentlemen, let's see.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to outstay our welcome. The whole village turned out for a go on the bellows after you left. Everyone except Zoltan has. Didn't see hide nor hair of him.
Oh, but that reminds me. I have something for you.
Pt.10 Cinder. How'd you come by this? And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure. He didn't say so, but I think he wants to forgive you.
Imagine that. Yeah. You know I could never leave this place, don't you? Every time you put on mail, you and the curse breakers are trusting me with your lives. There's no greater honor for a smith than that. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness, but I will make good use of his cinder. And if that helps save even a single life, then he'll have my gratitude. What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he spent sleepless night trying to copy me, did he? Sounds like I better get to work. I've got a reputation to uphold.
It's good to see you back on form, Blackthorn.
I don't know how you pair put up with me sometimes, but I'm grateful all the same. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, about to put Zoltan back in his place.
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are. Stubborn bastards.
A little healthy competition should be good for him.
You're not wrong. Still, it's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygones be bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorn's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets. And that's good enough for me.
Right, something new I can craft? No, just leveling up. Ouroboros design. The belt to end all belts. That. Let's see if it's better or worse than what I already have right now.
Trouble with your gear, or... So, what'll it be?
Okay. I don't have anything for it, but it is better.
And?
Well. Going back to the ironworks.
Clive? My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Aine is one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Tharm?
Only what the bards sing. That he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
The light!
I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Mid! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
Bollocks! All hands! Man your stations!
Alright, we gotta hurry. Something about to happen.
Everyone with me?
Dang it, I thought maybe I could change some of my abilities before the fight started.
Here they come!
That is a lot, actually.
Mid needs every moment we can give her.
Behind me, Lord Rosfield. I'll take care of these fuckers.
Behind you? I'll have you know, Earthbreaker here once struck fear into the heart of every man in the Twins.
Just waited there.
About that offer, Cav? How are we doing, Mid? I thought you said that ship was fast! Oh? I haven't felt this alive in 20 summers! Come on, then! Which of you lot fancies meeting Ogre Killer next?
I see.
I thought it was called Heartbreaker.
He named his axe Ogre Killer? Trying to remember how to play. Whoops, my bad. See, I don't know if I want to keep Bahamut's like abilities. I like the lightning ones and I like the phoenix ones. I've just been having a hard time picking what the third ability should be.
Alright, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain?
Clive?
Wait, what?
But I thought he was... Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Oh, shoot.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
They all the same?
For another round? Of course we are. Right, Lord Rosfield? My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Or was it my axe? No matter, heads will roll.
Or was that my
all the
axe?
same. Mate, new plan! You leave, we follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bugger me! Weigh anchor! Engines dead slow ahead!
Have care, my friend. 'Tis not blood that runs through an Eddie's veins. These foes will not fall easily.
But they will. Like oaks before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one!
How long are we meant to keep this up? As long as it takes. Unless you have a better idea.
Dang. That's a good many of them.
Killed at least 5 of the bastards. Fuck it. Let's do the lot.
Should we make for the ship?
Not yet. Wait for my signal.
There are quite a... They are just spawning in everywhere.
In your own time, Clive!
Right, grab for it!
Oh shoot, is he not gonna make it? Barely.
Now, mate!
Alright, engine full ahead! And hold on tight!
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
Now back to your stations! Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye. And they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ah. You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Randalar can provide them.
Randalar.
Take care, Clive.
Yeah.
I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle.
I mean, they are out in the open ocean.
May fair winds attend you.
Or lake, or wherever they are. A strait.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back. Cheerio!
Cheerio. They for real are British.
Oh, yeah. Do keep up, my boy.
Well, we can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
Oh man, Prince is back at his homeland, I guess.
Mercy.
have I done?
Oh, it's that medicine girl.
My lord.
Second, I'm gonna get something real quick. So you all will be on this map for a little bit over a minute. All right, here I am once again. The reason why I had to leave was because I needed to get some of these nerd gummy clusters. This isn't a paid advertisement or anything, because it would be pretty cool if it was, but unfortunately it's not. But Nerds gummy clusters, super good candy. It's like Nerds, and they got gummies in the middle, and they're clustered up. They're very good. If you ever see them and you haven't tried them, I advise you try them. If Nerds would sponsor me, that'd be great. I can be their nerd sponsor, Nerds gummy clusters. What else? Who are they actually made by? Actually, by Nestle. Who makes these? Manufactured by Ferrera Candy Company? Huh. Thought it was Wonka that made the nerd stuff.
There's a lot of sea between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it's taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehere.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
What the?
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours. Look alive, boys! Full ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Are we pirates?
Jill.
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. The bond of consciousness which joins them condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating. But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
Great Gregor's gas!
Barnabas.
Hard apart! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
It's now or never. I'll find her.
Oh man.
Bloody hell! Add a starboard!
Yes, One Piece.
Where did you hide her, Barnabas?
he's gonna do that. Stay still, thank you. Hey, don't kick my dog. Like, come on now. I'm gonna take this time to change my abilities. Maybe Titan would be better suited for this one. Fists and wind up. I'll use Lightning Rod instead. Just to have it work with the Raging Fists. Great, increased number of hits. I think I should probably do that. String, don't need that. Trade that one. Wait. Trade that. Okay, I don't need to mess with it. Yeah, I think we're good. Well, these up. That way I can go from shifting to using Lightning Rod to immediately go into that one. That's my little combo thing.
Don't kill me! Drop the fight at last. We're all going to die. I need to hurry.
Oh my god. Figured if I take the little guys out first, I'll have better time dealing with just one enemy. What's up, Ray? Find out where I came from. Nope, came from this one. Okay, nice, nice. Beat this guy up in particular. Yep. We on the high seas now.
Jill!
You came.
Get back!
Clive, how did you...
I'll explain later. Hands. Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
Hmm. Ah, shoot.
Stand still!
the dominant of fire. I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
No, we are currently sort of fighting him.
In earnest, then.
Oh shoot. You can see the thing in the middle of his chest. Don't kill him. Whew. Oh, I see. Clive and Jill were still on that ship.
Can you go on?
That's what I'm worried about.
But to where?
What did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade.
I hope the Leviathan person shows up if they're in this game at all.
The world will soon be painted in black. And all that live shall gather in death's autumn wake.
Not if we remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the Mother Crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve. It is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate, however much it may hurt.
as far away as you can.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill.
We don't have to do this.
Oh, but we do. If only to remind you of your duty.
Too slow. Defend yourself.
In a short time since our last meeting, you have grown much. Yet as a vessel, I fear my lord will still find you lacking.
I guess I cannot block that one.
All this fire and fury, and for what? Stopping the blight. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man.
How dare you?
You know naught of this world or of our place in it. If our fates were so easily rewritten, we would all be gods. Rise with us.
Too slow.
Hey! That got my dog!
I have seen enough. If reason cannot sway you, there are other means of persuasion that might.
Wait, I have to attack while he's moving? Hold on. Ah, shoot, I can't evade this.
You will assume the mantle you've been given. And thus is the light of hope severed. You would yield so soon.
Never.
Clive!
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us, it unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos. You wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God.
No.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation!
Yeah, he is super crazy.
And abandon everything we hold dear!
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours. And not your gods!
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
The faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become. Until it leads you back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try. Don't look back!
Clive bested.
I hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice, where it led. We need only wait till dawn.
I don't think you guys should be watching this right now. It's
This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
Then maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master. Only you won't do that.
Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Nah, calm it down.
Think of what you've used that power for. Of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so alone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You.
The clarity?
You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself. I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving, provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you
I mean,
love.
probably. Maybe.
It's what you do. What you've always done.
They're letting their clothes dry.
And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Jill. Are you sure?
Nah. Oh, he's gonna. I think it's her power.
If this is what you want, then...
Don't worry, Clive. It is. This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me. If I'm to continue on, having pledged my life to those I love, then I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
Nah, see, they not about to kiss.
I promise you, Jill. escape this fate. Find a way to save each other.
See? No kiss. Oh, well, I guess there's a kiss.
That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
Oh, there they go. I don't think all that, but they probably did more than Keys.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last Mother Crystal.
The Einherja is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on Storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
Like, because of that, he about to power up or something.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two. She's always been partial to a tall tale. But there's tall, and then there's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with a Kashyyyk.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still,
hope so.
Ice Age, which forcefully knocks back enemies great distances.
I should visit Joshua, assuming Talia will allow it.
Hold on. I gotta go upgrade my sword first before I do that.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Now she's worried about Joshua.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
These days. What do you expect? Farmers are abandoning their fields and traders are...
What do I owe the honor? So, will it be?
Ice Brand. Bright Burn, Ice Shard, Meteorite, and Magic Dash.
Did last you a good while. And?
Okay. Icicle looking sword. Right, a really cool sword. Runeblade, Excalibur, Ice Brand. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get a Keyblade in this game, but you know, we'll see.
How do you split the sea, you reckon?
I reckon we're better off not knowing.
I reckon we better off not knowing. Nah.
How are you feeling, Joshua?
Better than I was.
But not nearly as well as you should be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
Then what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just, I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
What is this place?
Don't move. It's fresh from the well.
Nah, she's that medicine girl that's been showing up throughout the whole, like the cutscenes from way back when.
Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you. This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
Your hurts are healing nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there. You're going then?
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
I can't believe it censored that. Thank you. Ah, shoot, what's going on?
Well, Phoenix, it would seem that I owe you my wings.
I thought something bad was about to happen right there.
Perhaps he can find an answer. You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you.
Both of them are super beat up.
Take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are ya?
How long will it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you coming!
That is not
While
Ashley.
you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
You've seen more of the world these past 5 years than most do in a lifetime. It's a shame you never had a moment to enjoy it.
Dang, this guy's petrifying. Direction attacking with. Okay. Oh man, imagine I can imagine using that and that thunder thing at the same time in the same spot. See, an upgrade increases crystal duration. Summon a giant icicle at a distance in front of Clive. Will not disturb enemies immediately in front of Clive. So this one shoots 3 in front of me, and then if I upgrade it, shoots 3 behind me. Okay. Increase number of ice blast to 2. Increases hit for each blast. Right, right. So I think maybe a combo would be probably shoot him with this first, then close in on them, and then use that lightning rod. So I would have to put it here. Then this one would be here. Trying to decide what I want my other one to be. Maximizes width and knockback while also adding a freezing effect to the ice. Upgrading extends precise execution window. Increase number of enemies, then unleash powerful blast in all directions, launching back any smaller enemies struck. 75 seconds. Yeah, I'll get that. And I will also upgrade it. Yeah. I mean, I normally, honestly, ever only just use one. Also, if I master any of these abilities, like, say I were to master Raging Fist, right? The mastery thing allows assignment to any icon, which means I could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 different abilities from 6 different icons at the same time. But I think I personally always like to keep the Phoenix one, just because the main ability, which for me is the circle button, is like a phase shift forward. This one is like sliding from side to side, and then this one is like the not judgment bolt, but like the lock-on thing. Yeah, basically, I guess.
I still say it were a compliment.
Say it all you like. It doesn't make it true. Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive.
History lesson
Please
time?
tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters!
All right, if it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood?
Guys, history lesson time.
Barnabas Tham, the one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea, tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray, a bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt Canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, if the order to attack
I mean, yeah, I could probably play 14 for you.
then one thing is certain.
I wouldn't talk though, and I wouldn't explain what's going on. I would just be silent.
And made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight,
and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped. And Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore.
Also, you might hear some of my friends in the background, but like I said,
see,
you would never
Clara,
hear me.
You had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard...
Unless my phone starts ringing, in which case you would hear me curse and blame my phone
If a few morsels
for me
of
dying
common
on screen.
knowledge and a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks, I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I have a lot of side quests I need to do off screen now. I think I've let them get up, get out a little out of hand.
Nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder.
Karen says she'll provide what she can for our voyage to Ash, and has even agreed to forgo payment. Until our return, that is.
Thank goodness Sid made it home safely.
His brother didn't look all that well, though.
I know. Where is our ship, though? I thought it would be here. Huh? Or we're just listening to the bard over here. Oh, I read that already.
I have no reason to assume otherwise.
Well, then that changes everything. Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus?
No.
I would think not. Few have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think
that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Mid said I could ride the Enterprise next. No, she didn't. She said I could.
Of course, Lawsman Hippocrates. You need but ask. My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. Might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind. The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course. Is something wrong?
Not at all. Honestly. Can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
The Shadow Coast.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
did. She understood.
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
Then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't get it. Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waluda territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Shall we sample? Okay. Just wanted to see what they did. Oh, but hold on, I think I need to switch that ability. So I can move it. Yes. Barding right now. No, none of that, please.
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
This place is as dead as Grieger's ghost.
This reminds me of was it Dark Souls 2 maybe? Or maybe it's Bloodborne. Like there's a village that you walk through. Okay, bye.
I knew I smelled something.
I see only orcs and Kashyyyk.
Let's hope the village is moving out.
Oh man, look at that. Yeah, I think everybody in this village died. They turned into whatever these things are. What they called it? Kashyyyk? Akashic something? Otter. Bulk staff. But I guess they heard me shifting. Lovely. Hold on, I'm just waiting for this. And it comes back like super quickly. Or I can move it. Like, see, I already have it back again. I wish the lightning rod would refill just as quickly. Let me actually check how long it takes. 20-second cooldown. Yeah, that is crazy to me. 20-second cooldown. Trying to make sure I'm not missing any boxes. Go check the castle. Oh, I see. That guy looks problematic. He looks very problematic.
Oh look, it's the king of the castle.
Okay, it didn't immediately kill me. Oh, I can freeze? Okay, that's cool. Oops, I dodged right into that, my bad. Yep.
I failed.
Dang. I think I can actually do that one. See how to actually use this thing though. That does that, but I think if I time it right, like evade, I can do that. Okay. But I can't increase that one yet. I think though, honestly, I'm gonna switch this one for now. To that one, since this one has like it has like a 15-second cooldown. Switch that one back to the thunderstorm instead. Because this guy teleports all over the place and it's hard to like actually find hits. No. That instead. Cool down 30 seconds. Okay. Cool down 20 seconds. All right, let me save because I actually believe now I can kill this thing. gonna use my ult right now. $76,000. Oh my god, like again. I think I got to the same thing, about the same life last time.
There's no turning back.
Alright, last try. If I don't get it this time, I'll continue. I ended up having to use all my high potions right there. Oh. It's worth it, I think. Okay. Okay. That was a little tough. And I got a stained loincloth. The evolution. Huh.
Your reign is at an end.
Regal arm guards. Let's see, 82 to 28. 84 and 25. Why not? I fought for him, so I'll equip them right now. And you know, I'm glad I did this right now, actually, because I had both Joshua and Gav to help me during the fight. Pretty sure. Now that I think about it, I don't remember seeing them. But I'm sure they were there. Now that I think about it, that gave me a lot of XP, but it still didn't level me up. I still need 5,000 more. Let's see how much time I have left. Alright, well, actually, that's actually not a bad place to end it for tonight, because I did set a timer for 3 hours, and I have 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. Oops. And on the stream time, we have 3 hours and 29 minutes.
It's Camber all over again. Where the hell are the royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive.
I'll go ahead and end the stream right here in front of this dark and spooky cave. And we will see what happens. Actually, what day is it? Today's Sunday, right? Maybe tomorrow? Nah, I'll continue back on Tuesday, like normal. But yeah. You know, that was a interesting last little mini boss fight. I'm glad I eventually got through it. Gav and Joshua are here with us. They seem a little apprehensive about going into the dark and spooky cave. You know, who knows what we'll find. All over. The Edge of Infinity. Well. Yeah, that's gonna have to be it for tonight. Like I said, I'll be back on Tuesday. I'll try and start streaming maybe around 7 or 8 o'clock. See you guys. I'll see you guys then. Good night.